to our next segue. This is where we're finna talk about the vaccine. Some people gonna speak the truth, some people not. Now, as y'all know, I live in Florida. He said, Skip been on that shit. As y'all know, I live in Florida. So this was going around, a lot of people was hearing about this. Young boy. And I'm sure y'all heard or seen the article about how many athlete has passed away since the vaccination versus the last 2 years. I mean, the last 2 years versus all time. They saying a total of 1,000 plus athletes has passed away. That's a crazy number. I think it was like 1101 or something like that. That's a crazy number. That's the crazy number. But we got a couple people that are going to be talking about the vaccination. Like I said, me being in Florida, this right here was the big topic. And a lot of people been talking about the COVID shit. I keep telling y'all, man, a lot of people went into the hospital and didn't come out. A lot of people went in, especially elders. In my honest opinion, I think elders was a target by COVID. I think they targeted old people because you got to understand, if you take away the older people, then who can guide us? The ones that are guiding us. If you take away them, who can give us knowledge, information, remedies on how to survive without going to the doctor for every 5 minutes? The old people are the key to a lot of things in this world. And if you remove them, then the kids get to run wild. Look at the rap game. You take away all the old peoples out the rap game. Now you only keep the old ones that still want to be young. All the old rappers that had meaning, get the fuck out of here. Now you looking at people, NBA Youngboy came in the game at what? 13, 14, 15? Kodak Black came in the game, 14, 15? So you see, the entire rap game is full of kids. Then you understand and see why we have a high rate of kids following their favorite influencer as a rapper. Young niggas gonna follow young niggas. There's no guidance anymore in the hip hop. There's nobody that trying to tell us to get out of the scene. I mean, we see the NBA Youngboy doing the Stop the Violence campaign. Is that for real? We hope. It's amazing because NBA Youngboy definitely have a lot of influence when it comes to the young kids. And we know what's going on. Now, we can pretend like we don't know, but for us grown people, we know what's going on. But we're finna get into this. We got 3 videos of them talking about this situation right here. Now, I haven't seen them, but I'm interested to see what they got to say and if they're going to keep it real. Because like I said, a lot of people are not trying to get on this subject of how the vaccine is causing a lot of health issues. You don't got to take my word for it. I do my research. I didn't take the vaccine. I didn't catch COVID. My daughter did not take the vaccine. My daughter did not catch COVID. When COVID first came out, I admit I said it wasn't real. But after researching, COVID was real. But it wasn't real like as in it was an organic virus. And I know we can't really talk about it like that, but some of us take chances. It was made. It was something that was made up in the lab. So then when they pushed it onto the people, y'all heard about how doctor was getting paid extra money to make sure people didn't make it out alive? Like, it's a lot of information out here. It's a lot of information out here. Motherfucker was getting paid more money. People was going into the hospital for a shoulder injury, coming out with COVID. Oh, well, you got to stay here, or you, yo. How the fuck I came to y'all about something else? It's too much information out here. And I understand you can't really talk about it like that on here. And I just got a strike about something that I was talking about. So, but I say as much as I can without getting completely canceled. I say as much as I can. You can go do your own research. Doctor was getting paid more money to make sure you did not walk out the doctor office or the hospital. You can go research it for yourself. Motherfucker was getting paid. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money to make sure motherfuckers did not leave. You had people that was elders. Look at that. They got paid an extra $13,000 if they said you died of COVID. You had people that were getting killed in car accident. They was putting them under the label of COVID death. See, it's a lot of people that know this shit, and it's a lot of us that we want to live in our comfortable world, and we want to hope that this shit is not going on. That's really what it is. Some of us are so comfortable right now in life. We got a good job. We don't want to believe that the racism still exists. There are some people right now looking at the world, seeing white supremacy work at its finest, and they just refuse to, man, that shit don't exist no more. Y'all just complaining. Are you not looking at these people getting crucified, but somehow all these white people getting passes? I'm not up here to spread hatred or preach division, but I'm asking you, with your own eyes, do you not see nothing wrong? But it's a lot of people so comfortable. They got a good job. They got their kids happy. Their family good. They making money. They got money in the bank. They can take vacations. So it's like, I ain't looking at none of the other shit, man. Hell no, man. Don't put that shit in my face. Hey, bro, you know it's a lot of shit going. Man, let's go on with that bullshit, man. Man, I got my 401k, bro. You over here bringing up all this shit. There's a lot of people that refusing to see the real, dog. We got all these healthy people dropping dead. All these healthy motherfuckers. Okay, I ain't gonna say his name, but all right, man, y'all, listen, let's check out these videos and see what they got to say. Because once again, the information is out here. Some people going to talk about it. Some people not going to talk about it.
Let me tell you something. The NFL stand for not for long for a reason. The money don't last long. When you get through playing at a certain age, they ain't paying you no more. You got to keep up that lifestyle, and guess what? You go broke. The money don't last for long. You risking your body every night, day and night, training, getting hit, getting hurt. Last night, man.
Hey, bro, who heard about, okay, I played basketball. I went to college. I played point guard. And some for my people that's watching me on Twitch, y'all already know this about me. I did not do drugs. I don't smoke. I eat edibles every other month. I eat an edible. I started drinking at around 25. I went to college and played ball, but it was after. Because I thought athletes did not do drugs. And that's what I thought. I thought athletes did not do drugs. I really believed that. When I got older and I found out, man, y'all, these athletes are fucked up. Some of these people are crackheads. They can't play without cocaine. They can't play without that adrenaline rush. Shooting that shit in them. Like steroids. Man, when I found out that this shit is not a joke, it's not a game. These people are really drugged out alcoholics. I thought people was joking when they said J.R. Smith was playing in the finals drunk. I thought people was bullshitting. But when you go watch these interviews, they have to pop so much medication because of the pain that they go through. People are hitting them hard as fuck. This shit is not a life for the weak. I thought it was a joke. But when I listen to these documentaries of these dudes, man, I had to pop a pill a game. Or I can't play without being high. I can't play without, cocaine. Some of them doing coke. I ain't saying all, but you go see the interviews of these players, bro. I just seen the interview of the wide receiver, how he said he was popping pills left and right, bro, to try to take away the pain. So it's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes with these athletes that we have no idea about.
Damar Hamlin of the goddamn Buffalo Bills suffered a cardiac arrest on national TV on Monday Night Football.
Hamlin made a tackle on Bengals receiver T. Higgins, an otherwise normal play in this game. Hamlin rose, took a couple of uneasy steps, then collapsed backwards. He was immediately attended to by medical personnel on the field who administered CPR and oxygen for several minutes before he was placed in an ambulance and taken to the university.
Wow, I just seen that comment. My great-grandmother was healthy until my family made her get the shot. She died months later. Wow. Bro said I played football. He said motherfucker do coke, and drink like a sailor. Shit crazy.
Medical Center.
Wow. Damar Hamlin, only 24 years old, was drafted in 2021 from Pittsburgh. Yeah, he passed out. Everybody thought he died, man. The hit was just a basic hit to, I think, the right side or the left side of his chest, man. And when he got hit, he just stood up and he passed out. Y'all got to take note of that, because they ain't letting y'all know the real reason this happening in the NFL and the NBA. All these players sitting out with all these unknown illnesses. I'm finna tell you something. Not just Damar Hamlin done passed out. Jacksonville Jaguars. Uche Winery passed out from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He died.
Hey, who remember when that nurse got the shot live on TV and passed out and died? Anybody remember that? This shit ain't a joke, man. But once again, they want us to think that we crazy because we trying to avoid. You remember it? The woman died on TV. The woman got the goddamn shot and died on TV. We all looking at the woman pass out right there, and she was dead. I said, what the fuck? And nigga think I'm crazy because I'm saying, nah, bro, they already got me when I was a baby. I ain't finna sign up for nothing. Yeah, nigga, they forced her to get that shit as a baby. Now you telling me I'm just finna walk in there and tell them, nah, nigga, hell no. I seen the woman die right there on TV. Shit crazy.
From a heart attack in his wife's home.
But tonight we are learning a former Jacksonville Jaguars player has died.
Exactly.
He was selected as a 5th-round pick by the Jaguars in the 2007 NFL Draft. His name is Uche Winery. Our media partners at the Times Union are reporting he was found unresponsive in his wife's home in Indiana Friday night. Preliminary reports say he suffered a heart attack, and there are no signs of foul play.
Uche was 38 years old. He was a
young stud. We're in our prime when we hit 40. We're talking about niggas 30s dying of heart attacks. Man, y'all better stop playing. I'm from the South. Dog. I'm from Mississippi, bro. You talking about niggas dying of heart attacks? Either you. We only hear about that when a nigga obesity, stressing. We hear that usually where I'm from. We heard about heart attack. It was an old person, and they were really, really big. Like where I'm from. That's all, like, so-and-so passed away from a heart attack. What? Oh, that motherfucker big. I ain't never heard of a young stud pat. Now, like I said, where I'm from, after I was growing up, every time I heard about a heart attack, it was from food. Bingo. Fat. But we talking about young studs, bro. Come on, dog. We talking about athletes, bro. We talking about niggas that work out and train. What could be speeding up their heart like that?
NFL veteran and drafted in the 5th round in the 2007 NFL draft. Y'all got to think about this, right? So all these NFL players dying in their 20s and 30s. Why? Let's talk about it. Watch this. That belt they made them get. Remember they say you got to get the belt to play football. You got to get the belt to play in the NBA. That belt is...
Y'all ain't talking about all the military people. I got homies in the military. Ain't nobody talking about what's going on in the military right now. And I ain't going to get it so far into that. I got homies in the military. They was forced to get that. You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of shit going on over there. And, you know, like I said, some companies are being sued right now because they forced their employees to get the COVID. And the military, if I'm not mistaken, one of my homies said that for Biden still holding that shit to where if you don't get it, you can't rejoin. Is that true? That's what my homie said. Now, I ain't saying my homie a liar, but I just know how y'all be. So, for anybody in the military, in order to be re-enlisted, do you have to get the shot? My homie said niggas out there getting knocked down. But nobody in the media talking about that. Nobody ain't talking about how to... Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone then. All right.
Causing blood clots. And they don't want to tell you that, man. They hiding that data from you, man, because you don't win and took the bout. They done psyched all these celebrities to make you go take the bout, and now they pay the celebrity they made tell y'all to go take the damn thing. They pass it not. That's just like the doctor telling you not to smoke a cigarette, and he get in his car and he go smoke. That bout causing clogged arteries, and what you got to understand, if you in the NFL, the NBA, or you playing baseball, your adrenaline running, and your
that heart beat.
arteries are clogged and it's restricting blood flow. Your heart gonna stop, man, because the blood ain't got nowhere to go. Y'all got to look at this a different way, man. The NFL, the NBA, and all other televised sports advise their players, if you want to play and get paid, you got to go get the belt. Now, the belt years later causing all these goddamn heart problems and brain problems and functions they ain't even telling you what's going on in the locker room, man. The only one that risked his salary and said he wasn't putting that poison in his body, the MLK of the NBA, Kyrie Irving.
And yet again, when it first happened, I asked for my people on Twitch, YouTube, y'all new to me. I've been doing this shit on Twitch though. But my people on Twitch, y'all remember I said, how come nobody's saying nothing about the lawsuit? Why nobody ain't talking about these lawsuits? There's a lot of companies being sued right now, but ain't nobody talking about this. Why ain't nobody talking about the Kyrie Irving lawsuit? Kyrie Irving has a lawsuit against the Nets. Ain't nobody talking about it because of the COVID shot. See, it's a lot going on right now that the media don't cover. It's just like the Dana White situation. They just let it go. The shit that is really important right now, how the COVID shit came out to be true, that you did not have to get a shot to beat COVID. People are being sued. Families that are lost loved ones are suing people for forcing them to... Man, listen, you don't got to take my word for it. Just go look it up. Go look it up. Bruh, the Nets got to pay Kyrie Irving so much money, and New York in general. Like I said, you don't got to take my word for it. Just go look it up.
I said it, the MLK of the NBA, Kyrie Irving, he stood for something, and now people falling for anything, and they literally falling on national TV. Let me tell you something, man.
That's
Ron
facts, bro.
DeSantis, Florida governor, is suing the CDC behind their mandates of that bat, man, as new undisclosed research is coming to be discovered to the public, and he realizing that it's causing blood clots, man. I advise everybody that when they got the bat, I ain't saying I ain't judge you if you got the bout, but go get checked by a doctor right now, man. Go get checked for your arteries, man, because they might just be clogged, and if they clogged, man, you go get you some niacin or some goddamn cayenne pepper and get that restricted blood flow unblocked so your heart can continue to pump and flow and you could be here some more, man. I ain't never trust that bout because here it is. We got AIDS, we got kidney diseases, we got cancer.
Yeah, facts. I seen that. I remember seeing the firefighters, and I seen a lot of RNs, bro. A lot of nurses were losing their job, bro. You had a protest. I don't know where it was, but it's some white woman had went viral, bro. She had lost her job, and she came out and was exposing the it was some type of machine. Damn, I don't know the name of that machine. but it was some machine that they wasn't using, but somehow they was charging as if they were using the machine for the COVID situation, but the machine did nothing for it, basically to help people with COVID. And she came out and went viral. And man, I don't know what the fucking name of that machine, but it's a lot of people was exposing the shit as it was going on. And she lost her job. She lost her job, and she got people to try to, rally behind her and shit like that. Man, it's a lot of people was out here exposing this shit. But guess what? They was out here getting fired. If you spoke ill on vaccine, yeah, thank you. My boy know what I'm talking about. They weren't even using the machine. The motherfucker just dared. So they was out there charging all this money, and the hospital make that money. Appreciate you telling me ventilator machine.
And they ain't never ever came out with a bap that could cure that, but they come get a bap telling you to go get a bap for a disease that they made, the Rona. Think about that a little bit, man. Think about that. All these players that risk their whole life to play football, catch a ball, run a ball, throw a ball, want to get their mama up out the hood. They passing out, man, before they even get to their third year when that NFL pension is qualified. Y'all got to look at this the right way, man. If you got the BAP, go get checked by the goddamn doctor to make sure your arteries are flowing and constricted and restricted so you could be here some more. I'm tell you right now, I ain't putting nothing in my body off about them people, because if people need a cure for being broke. They ain't offering no free money no more.
Damn, that's a bar, dog. Nigga, help me.
Doctor, make sure your arteries are flowing and
restricted
so you could be here some more. I'm tell you right now, I ain't putting nothing in my body off about them people, because if people need a cure for being broke, they ain't offering no free money no more. You understand what I'm saying?
That nigga said we need a cure for being broke, dog. Shit.
Free money got them people locked up right now with that goddamn PPP loan and all that. It wasn't free, ain't free. It come with a fee. Take the aura out of free. That's what a free is. Chuck what I'm saying now. NFL players passing out. Y'all gonna see NBA players passing out. Y'all gonna see Major League.
But guess what? They gonna cover it up. And they gonna cover it up. And the people, see, once again, y'all, you gotta think about this. The people that are in their little bubble, that living their life so well, they gonna try to judge us like we crazy because we ain't following the rules. Oh man, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. Y'all out here making everybody sick. How the fuck we making you sick? How the fuck we making you sick? You thinking wearing that little motherfucking mask over your fucking face is protecting you, dog? Stop bullshitting, bro. Stop bullshitting. You telling me you can still smell, you can still goddamn it, feel the wind rush your motherfucking mouth, face. What is the man stopping? But like I said, man, they got us so conditioned that half of the world, he said, it's help a little. A little ain't gonna save your life, bro. I ain't gonna get into it. Like I said, I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to try to make you feel crazy or nothing like that. I'm just saying that, bro, are you not seeing what's going on? Once again, I'm a conspiracy theory and I'm a reality type of nigga. You feel me? I live in the real world and I look at what's going on around me. I don't just go with conspiracy. I don't just jump, even though I'm a conspiracy theory, I don't just jump over here and say, man, what's the conspiracy behind it? I'm looking at, when COVID happened, I'm looking at all the old people being taken out. And once again, if you take out the old people, who gonna lead us? We gonna blindly follow anything. We gonna blindly follow anything. Wait, kids are followers, but long as we got our elders, hey, y'all don't gotta do that. Y'all don't gotta do this. Here you go. I got some stuff gonna get you healed up. You ain't gotta go to the doctor and pay all that money and do this and do that. But you get rid of the elders, they gonna have full control to do whatever they want to do.
Baseball player passing out because they went and put that poison in their body, man.
Bro, how many people that got the shot and still say they caught COVID? Like, I'm a nigga that never caught it. I never caught it. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, bro, my daughter never had it. I never had it. We ran While COVID was going on, we still was jogging, we still was exercising, all that. I'm just saying. And I seen that show on Netflix. I seen that. He said he could say the same thing for Pluto. Bro, like I said, man, I feel you.
Getting that back, man, and just to protect that money. That's why God say you can't serve money and God. You got to serve God. If you trust God, y'all got to think about that really the mark of the beast. God said the mark of the beast, gonna get that mark of the beast just to eat.
I know. Let's check out this one. I want to check out this, and then we're going to look at one more to cover this, and then we'll move on.
But tonight we are learning a former Jacksonville Jaguars player has died. He was selected as a 5th-round pick by the Jaguars in the 2007 NFL Draft. His name is Uche Nwainere. Our media partners at the Times-Union are reporting he was found unresponsive in his wife's home in Indiana Friday night. Preliminary reports say he suffered a heart attack, and there are no signs of foul play.
I don't know. Video. Let's get into these. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to the young man yesterday? Hamlin, with him losing, he's still alive, so he didn't lose his life, but losing consciousness in the middle of a football game has sparked a lot of controversy, a lot of speculation. And let me just make a comparison just real quick. This player, who's a former NFL guard, he was on the offensive line, for people that don't know much about football, big guy. He had to be over 300-some pounds. He actually collapsed, lost consciousness, passed away, apparently with...
All right, so let me ask you this. My boy said, I just got into the medical field, so I'm going to see it a little different. You in the medical field. Does it pay to keep your patient alive with a disease? Or does it pay to cure your patient? We both know the answer to that. So no disrespect just because you got in the medical field. Let's talk real life. Remember, I told you, I'm a reality person, then I'm a conspiracy theory. They don't heal us, and just no disrespect. Just because you got in the medical field, they don't do nothing. They prolong our life by keeping us alive with illness. They don't get rid of our illness. No disrespect. I'm just saying though, it don't matter about what the doctor. Not all doctors the same. It's the system. The pharmaceutical company is the same. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's like I ain't trying to disrespect my G's. I'm just saying though, the pharmaceutical company is the pharmaceutical company. It's nothing positive from that. Come on. Look, we shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to go debate with you on that, dog. You know the real about that. You know what medicine is. You know what the trick of medicine do. It's 2023. We not gonna pretend like we don't know the scheme of medicine. It's 2023, dog. Come on, man. Stuff is in the air to make sure we get sick. Then guess what? It's their foods, their fast food to make sure we get sick. So then we got to run to the doctor. We don't have good health care. Like, come on, dog. We shouldn't even have to debate about that. It's a reason bad food is out here. It's a reason that the air is polluted. It's a reason our water is polluted. We shouldn't even have to debate about that. We already know what it is. Pharmaceutical companies have been out here killing and doing all type of shit for years. So I feel what you're saying. You know, you just got into the medical school and not all doctors the same, but we know what the game is. Like, come on, dog. We shouldn't even have to debate that.
No foul play. Why?
I mean, look at Dr. Sebi gone. Like, all the people that found cures to the world, that really found the cure, where they at? The people that really wanted to heal us. Exactly. You said we make a pledge. You know why you make a pledge? Why do you make a pledge to become a part of the medical field? Why? Why do you make a pledge? What's up? Why do I need to pledge to be a part of the medical field? Come on, G. You know why you pledge, right? It's the same thing a police officer. For all my police officers, all my military guys here, how many of y'all quit the force because you had to pledge to something that would be against your own race? Nobody talk about that, but we know it's real. How many people quit the military when they found out that they might have to go rougher and round up their own people when this curfew shit hit? Nobody talk about that, but it's real. A lot of people quit when they find out, oh, so we really do supposed to just protect that over there and make sure that these black people don't get out of line. Bro, I got real homies that are police officers, dog. They wanted to quit, but when they realized, okay, shit, I can't quit. What else job I'm gonna get? I gotta go work over here. So I got niggas in the military. See, we talk about this shit that they say, and I know. Good thing y'all don't know my homies, because I know some of y'all might try to. Some of y'all in here are police officers, and I know you pledged to the blue. You understand? Yeah. So same thing for my homies in the military. So I ain't gonna say no name because I know that's against the code. But yeah, we talk about this shit. These niggas are not to protect black people. Police officers are not to protect black people. You make that when you pledge. Same thing when you pledge to medicine. You know what you pledge to. You know what you pledge to. You pledge to, yeah, we know we not curing people, but we ain't gonna get into that. I know it's more to it, but when you break it down, what is real? It's medicine. Do they make medicine to heal us, or do they make medicine to prolong and to keep making money off us? Why is fast food the #1 food of choice in America? But if you go to another country, it's a practice. Bingo. It's a practice. I like that you said that. What's good, big dog?
He was in the bedroom at his wife's house. At 1 o'clock in the morning, she calls and said he was unresponsive. He collapsed in the bedroom and was unresponsive. Now, he was a raging lunatic. Now, I'm not saying this to disparage the man, rest his soul. I just want to make a point.
If you go do your own homework right now, don't take my word for it. Go look at all the celebrities, politicians, influencers that promoted vaccination and is not here with us anymore. Go do your own research. Look at all the people that have passed away that was heavily influencers, politicians, influencers, and celebrities that promoted COVID, promoted getting vaccinated. Go look and see how many that are not here right now. Go do your own homework. Once again, let me repeat that. Go look at all the celebrities, influencers, and politicians that are not here right now, and they was heavy on promoting the vaccine. And go look and see how some of these niggas was healthy as a horse. I was about to say a rock. Some of these niggas was healthy, had no issues. But goddamn, when they took that shit, they had an issue. No disrespect.
Point about factual information. He was a raging lunatic to the point where he said and made statements that he think that they should mandate all the Fauci ouchies and that people should go to prison. Now, I'm not necessarily as upset with him about his statements because I feel like he was deceived. Like a lot of people are in America, he was deceived.
Facts.
Now, he lost his life, unfortunately, and I don't know if it had anything to do with the Fauci ouchie. But in the situation where you are a 38-year-old man, now, of course, he was a huge guy. When you stop playing, your body probably ain't performing. That could have been the cause of his demise. But when you're 38 years old, you've been an incredible athlete probably for the last decade or so, and you just collapse and die. That, to me, is suspicious enough to say, we need to add this to the chart of whether or not we should be looking at how did this 38-year-old man who received the foul passes out unexpectedly. That is enough to investigate. But when you're talking about a man who took a center punch to the chest in a football game, he literally passes out immediately. I just don't understand how people are still arguing with me and saying, you wrong, man, you wrong, man. Too many of these have happened. Let me give you an example. If I brought my video guy in here right now and we were horse playing around and I decked him right in the chest, boom.
And see, I'm glad you said that. passing out and dying is two different things. Passing out is when a player get tested from being unconscious. You know, they put him on the they got a list for that. He can't play. He got to go through the conscious, unconscious thing, whatever, to get back in the game. And if he passed it, then he can play. But some of that shit might take days, weeks. So I don't know why it's a difference between unconscious and a nigga dead, where they got to revive him.
He go, dang, bro, and passes out.
Yeah,
and he was back.
Yeah, the conscious. Concussion. Y'all know I be fucking up my words. Concussion protocol.
Explain to me.
Appreciate that.
Do you think it was the, or do you think it was because I punched him in the chest? I don't want to make it about this. It's really about the story of the young man that I was just showing. But I just don't understand how people are so weirded out when it comes to this vaccine. Like, it's almost as weird as people talking about people dying from COVID. The guy crashed in a motorcycle accident. How are you saying he died from?
Y'all catch that? When everybody that did their own research know that doctors was actually saying it. They was labor. Anybody that came into their facility, whether it was a gunshot war, whether he was in a gang banging shootout, whether he got stabbed, they was laboring it as a COVID death. And this is what I mean by it's so strange when I see highly intelligent people make this claim. Officer Tatum, a great, he very knowledgeable about a lot of shit. I watch him. As you see, I'm subscribed to him. But it's amazing to me when I see them say stuff like this, when we all know that them people was claiming anything that you die in in 2020 and 2021, any type of death, COVID. This nigga died in a helicopter crash, COVID. Like I find it strange when I see stuff like this.
God literally had a stroke and died. What does that have to do with? Compartmentalize, people. Same thing with the vaccine. Just because you had the vaccine and you died, don't mean you died from the vaccine. It doesn't mean that. Let's put two and two together. The young man from the Jags that I was just talking about, you can lump him into a situation that needs to be investigated. We need to look into it. We need to figure out, is he one of the test cases of many of these athletes we've seen drop dead, apparently for no reason.
Look at this. It amazed me. You can say it in the same sentence, but then, you still say enough to make people believe that this shit is not going on. He know it just like we know it. But I understand he playing devil advocate because you have a reality side of it, and then you have a devil advocate side of it. And I get it, man. That's what a lot of people do. A lot of these influencers, they play devil advocate. That's just like me. I'm a conspiracy theory, but I'm also a reality type of person. So I look at shit on the reality of it and what's going on, and then I say, okay, the conspiracy side of it. But I ain't finna sit here and sugarcoat it. Why these strong, healthy motherfucking men dropping dead? We know what it is. But once again, it's like you would say it, he said right here, but then you would go back in the video and he'd be like, well, he got hit in the chest. You know how many niggas out there getting hit in the chest? How many niggas playing football getting they shit rocked? They ain't dying from it. They ain't dying. They getting they shit lit up. Some of these niggas getting hit so hard, them niggas getting paralyzed. But they not dying. This nigga died. Apparently what they said. It's rare as fuck. But it's not rare for a person to get a concussion. That happen all the time. But it just amazed me, bro.
We need to put him in the test category.
Jordan.
The kid that passed out last night on the TV, he don't need to be in the category unless there's extenuating circumstances that will lead you to believe that it has something to do with it. Now, if he was running around the game and he just passed out during the game, I'd be like, oh, man, that's crazy. I ain't never seen nobody just pass out during the game. Maybe we should investigate.
Hey, let's look at that tackle again. Let's look at that tackle. Let's look at that tackle. Where is it? Okay, let's look at this tackle.
But when you're talking about a man who, that is enough to investigate. But when you're talking about a man.
Yo, y'all, do this even look like a hard tackle? Did it even look like he was hit in the chest? Or was it looked like a wrap-up tackle to me? That's not even a collision that we know will hurt a motherfucker. And I'm not saying that can't hurt him. I'm just saying, though, for us that watch football, like, come on, y'all. For y'all that don't watch football, you probably think this is a hard-ass tackle. Bro, this is a wrap-up, dog. Bro, this tackle right here, this is the average tackle. It's rare that you're going to see. Okay. It's rare that you're going to see one of them tackles where a nigga be like, God damn. Come on, man. I guess he got hurt on that shit. He said played in the league. He said that tackle ain't nothing physical at all, bro. My boy said he played in the league. That tackle ain't... Bro, I quit football because I got hit so hard one time. Y'all know why I quit football. I quit football. A nigga blindsided me, and that was my last day in football practice. I went to basketball. And I said, I ain't playing this shit. Because the main reason I quit because of the helmet. For my people on Twitch, y'all already know the story. But YouTube, I don't like the fucking helmet in football. I don't like where I can't see but this. The fuck I'm gonna do? So, this all I can see, and niggas coming from everywhere just to get them a lick. They ain't even involved in the play. So I got hit with a blind side. I was playing pee-wee football, and I told that coach, man, I ain't coming back. Y'all don't give me the used pads. My pads, they gave me the shorts that hang way down here. Man, where my pads on my fucking knees and my goddamn ankles? My pads ain't on my thigh where they should be. So I told them people, man, I ain't coming back to this shit. I got blindsided. Nigga hurt me. Got me sniffing on. Coach, I got grass all in my shit. I ain't playing this shit no more. I don't know what a lick look like. Man, but a wrap-up tackle? Come on, dog. No disrespect. We're going to move on to our next one. Hey, bro, listen, I quit that shit, bro. I wasn't playing that shit, bro. Nigga hit me a bit hard. Hell no. But let's look at one more on this Damar Hamlin, and then we're going to move on to our next story.
OCO, freethinkers. You're now tuned into the realest historian on the planet. The best teacher you wished you had in school. Have your pens and paper handy and get ready to take notes. It's Dane Calloway on I'm Just Here to Make You Think Radio.
OCO, everyone. And the next topic we're going to get into is about the NFL's Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin. The brother was 24 years old. Last night, this occurred and it went viral, of course, because a lot of speculation was behind it. Live on the air, the medical doctors or medical personnel that were with those particular NFL teams rushed to his aid to perform CPR. It was a particular hit, and they're trying to state that this was a unique hit in which we see these types of hits all the time in the NFL. Where they're stating that this was a unique hit where the particular player that was rushing with the ball, which was a wide receiver, I think his name is Tay Higgs or something like that. I could be wrong on that. He rushed into Damar Hamlin's chest. And, Damar tackled him to, try to prevent him from going any further.
Yeah, I know
routine stuff. Now, usually when someone gets hurt or someone seriously gets hurt, they, the NFL and the ESPN and all the rest of the reporters, sports reporters will indicate that this is a serious injury. Now, they did, but this isn't an injury when you have to perform CPR. That's life or death.
Facts. That's the difference. It's not a fucking he broke his ACL or tore his ACL or he disrupted a joint or something like this. No, a nigga apparently died.
Now, the speculation surrounding this whole entire situation is due to the fact that we don't normally see where NFL player has been hit that hard in the chest, number one, and number two, to the point where they just pass out. The brother actually got up after the hit, stood up, but then fell back on his back. He collapsed. It was abnormal. Now, minutes after, and this is what I'm going to get into, minutes after this situation happened, and I mean, as they were still performing CPR on Damar Hamlin, immediately YouTube was flooded with a bunch of doctors stating that it had nothing, and nobody even stated this at first, but they made sure that they mentioned inside of their videos that it has nothing to do with the jab. And I said to myself, that's odd. Why would you be saying that? Now, I go to my Twitter, and there's a campaign of a...
That's why I fuck with people that gonna speak the real, bro. Because we can see that. We can see things that people refuse to see. When have you seen so many doctors on YouTube? When have you seen so many doctors on YouTube speaking on an NFL injury? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me, when have you seen so many doctors speak on an NFL injury? Are you gonna... And the first thing, see, this is why I say this video for last. Because those of us that paid attention to the things that were going on outside of just the football game, you've seen it. I seen videos. I should have put those in my shit. But I know you seen them. Man, it was niggas that had maybe 1,000 YouTube subs, 5,000, 10,000. But somehow they had millions of views explaining the situation that happened on the football field. And they made sure that they mentioned this had nothing to do with COVID. It was this, that. I said, what the fuck? I ain't never seen nothing like that. Never. I ain't never seen an injury in no athletic department, whether baseball, football, soccer, hockey. I ain't never seen so many random pages of doctors coming on to speak about an injury. I ain't never seen it. Never. But they made sure that they spoke on it to say that it had nothing to do with the vaccine. That don't seem strange to y'all? This is why I say I'm a reality man, but I also believe in conspiracy. Something not right about it. We're in the day of the age of the internet. That's what you're going with? Bro, we've been in the day of the age. We've been in a day of the age of the internet. Or however you say it, bro. We've been internet savage. You don't find nothing strange about that, bro. While the game is going on, while the shit is happening, YouTube is being flooded with random doctors. We ain't talking about niggas that got 1 million followers over here. We're talking about random, you probably can still see it now. Random little doctors, random YouTube pages just popping up out of nowhere on your recommendations. Something strange about that.
Bunch of Twitter bots almost saying the exact same thing, stating, hey, it's bad for you to put Damar Hamlin with the jab. They were saying the exact same thing, just, worded it a little bit differently. That's how you could tell it was bots, not even from real accounts, indicating that people should not put the jab with Damar Hamlin. Now, we all know that something is wrong with that, because what we do know, what we can confirm is that many people have dropped dead and many of the sports arenas, like whether if it was from soccer, whether if it was from baseball, that people that have took multiple jabs, whether if it was from the original one or booster shots. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or any of that, okay? But from what I can tell, based off of the hit, that hit wasn't that hard. That looked like a normal hit that you would see 100, how many other times you get to see that type of hit in any game of the NFL. I mean,
I feel you though, big dog.
of those same hits happening. This wasn't a helmet-to-helmet hit. This was a helmet-to-the-chest hit. Now, they're indicating that his heart stopped, like, right then and there. His heart, like, stopped pumping blood right then and there, basically due to the trauma that he received from that hit. And I don't think so. I don't think so. But once again, I'm not a doctor, but it didn't look like it. You know, another thing is that the rolling out of trying to tell people, hey, this is what it could possibly be. Like a lot of doctors are saying that this is not a routine thing of this happening, but it does happen in a lot of sports arenas, just not the NFL. To the point where you're having a problem with your heart. Like, I can't even recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can't recall an NFL player receiving a chest injury. Like, for example, if it was an injury, I don't recall them having chest injuries. Like, that's not, and I'm trying to think, and it's been a while since I was watching the NFL, and, you know, I can't recall someone being injured,
in baseball,
or having a chest injury. That's abnormal.
I'm thinking about that too, though. Not no funny shit. I can't think of. Yo, be honest with me, y'all. Help me think. Have y'all heard of a chest injury in a while? I'm trying to think though. Like, I ain't heard of a chest injury in years. I don't know if I ever heard of a chest injury. What's good, Dane? And I'm not even trying to be funny though. Have any of y'all ever heard of a player getting chest injuries?
They get hit in their chest all the time.
I ain't never heard of that though.
They tell the players to aim for the chest and not the head.
Okay.
I mean, because what else are you going to hit?
Pec?
You're either going to hit the back, the chest, the legs.
But nothing more than that.
When they tackle, you know, and when they collide, it's usually chest hits. And they're wearing equipment. Is the equipment not protecting that area? I thought it was. These reports are saying the guy hit him as if he got hit with some form of a dagger. You know, and the guy's a little bit...
Bro, say you won't hear about your neighbor going through that.
They're roughly around the same weight.
Now, we talking about in the sport world. We know chest injuries happen in real life. Quit fucking around, D90.
That, to me, is iffy. This whole situation is iffy. And another thing is, from what I recall, you have to hurry up and try to restart the heart within 1 to 3 minutes, based off of what I can recall. Now, once again, I'm not a doctor, but when they went to commercial and Joe Buck was one of the announcers and they came back from commercial, he said that he can only describe what's going on in the field. They have been performing CPR on him for the past 9 minutes. Now, that's pretty major, okay? Let's just say, for example, they got his pulse back. They got his heart jumping. That's a problem still because he's at risk of brain damage like after the first 3 minutes of trying to perform CPR and no pulse return. There are going to be multiple complications with a person. The pulse or the heart didn't come back after 9 minutes. You saw a lot of the players on the field crying. They're in disbelief. They're in shock. And what I think they witnessed was his death. Now, I'm not...
And skilled baiters think that niggas gonna be able to play football after this, something like this. Look at these grown men, bro. They hurt. And skilled baiters think the game should continue. That nigga wild, man. That dry-faced nigga wild.
That he's dead, but I don't see... And see, another thing is a lot of those doctors were saying that he has a strong possibility of recovering due to the fact of his age and the fact that he's an athlete. Now, I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then how is he even in cardiac arrest if he's healthy, athletic, and his age, 24? What in the world happened? See, there's an underlining medical condition that exist. And they're not going to talk about that. But I wonder, when did he take his last one? You know, as far as the jab is concerned, because that can't, a lot of doctors already came out, like Dr. McCullough or McCullen, the one that they, the YouTube and all the rest of the social medias are trying to suppress his message. Like, I mean, he's up there. Like, they consider him number one in that particular field. But they suppressed this message stating that the jab can cause dysfunctions in the heart for people, young and old. And I wonder if we witnessed that live on television and they're trying to cover for it. Like, I wonder. And that ambulance took very long to go to the hospital. In fact, there's footage out of the ambulance. Like, when the ambulance is leaving off the field, the ambulance didn't leave the stadium right away. It waited. Like, and apparently they, you know, according to some reports, they were waiting for the family to get, or his mother to get in the ambulance. Like, they weren't rushing to the hospital. So apparently they had everything they needed in there. But that didn't look good to me. Like, you know, that whole situation didn't look good to me. But, you know, I'm going to pray for his family. And I really don't like that, because that word pray can be used in two different ways. So, and, you know, it could be a negative and a positive. So what I'm going to state is I'm going to send positive affirmations to his family, especially his mother, all of his fans and all of his brothers out there on the field. And I hope that's a wake-up call for a lot of other people that have taken these jabs and the boosters or whatever. Like, you'll never know, because you could be in great condition and just drop. And that's not fair, because people had no clue. And they were trusting these doctors the entire time. Oh, this is going to be fine. And the whole time we seeing a different result with a lot of people, especially with a lot of healthy people. I mean, what are you going to say? What was his precondition? You know, with him being 24, athletic, he's always up under the, you know, medical training staff, 24/7 almost. You know, I mean, they wouldn't let him on the field if he had a heart condition.
I was just about to say that. Would they have him out there playing in the condition where they know he have the health issues? Would they risk that?
At all. I just, you know, I know for a fact that they're doing a lot of rituals around this time period, because they inserted these brand new 2 months into the Gregorian calendar. And of course they do rituals every day, but they really do rituals during, you know, the January and February months. Because why would the new year restart during the season when it's cold? They feed off of the deaths. They feed off of the fears. They feed off of you looking at deaths, looking at fears. These particular people that I'm referring to, if you don't know, have inserted their...
He said, I understand what he's saying, but healthy people still get cancer that never smoke. Is that because of the things we eat and drink, though, that we technically don't know what diseases is prompt from that? See, I get what you're saying, bro, but, like, let's be honest. Look at all the food that we eat that causes diseases that we would think that we wouldn't get. See? Say yes, that part of, I know. You got to stop trying to make this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you just joined the medical field and you just players now, but let's keep it 100 now.
Religious beliefs everywhere, including the dates and times. Okay? So, I mean, you put two and two together, because you know how YouTube is. You do it. It's a sad situation to see. It's very unfortunate. It's horrible. But once again, I'm sending positive affirmations to the...
Okay, so that's our take on Damar Hamlin. You know, like I said, man, I feel you. I appreciate it, D Naughty. But you know, make sure when you're trying to educate me that you also let the other people that you're trying to educate that you said people can get cancer from not smoking. Then make sure you say that food has something to do with that. So make sure you educate me, but you also educate me and let us know that food causes cancer too. So don't just say, oh, you can get cancer because from not smoking. Like, it's a strange thing. You know what we eat. You know the shit we eat. And you know that there is poison in our food. There's poison in our water. Like, you feel me? I know you just pledged. You trying to work for them people right now.
Bello on the bello.